It is interesting that the infamous steel chair delivered to Roman Reigns 12 years ago that would dissolve one of the great groups in WWE history known as The Shield would actually lead to the birth of two of the greatest singles competitors of the last decade in WWE. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have become pioneers of this era. They never left WWE. They got us to where we are today. And now, once and for all tonight, they both want to shed the obsession that they have had with each other for the past 12 years. There's an interesting story, Wade, about the gear that Seth Rollins is wearing tonight. He said the white and these colors indicate that he believes his redemption arc is complete tonight. He returned from injury and he was on a path to revenge that was signified by the all black and the depth of the visionary. Tonight is his rebirth.
I mean, the outfit is one thing, Michael Cole. The not-so-subtle Shield references to me are far more important. That is a vivid, visceral signal to the man he's competing against tonight. I still own you just like I did 12 years ago.
His opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
Penta won the Intercontinental Championship by beating Dominic Mysterio back in early March. In his career, he is 2-0 against Chad Gable. Chad Gable had Penta's very first match here when Penta arrived on the scene in WWE. Penta also caused the shoulder injury that cost Chad Gable nearly a year of his career. It was Chad Gable not being able to beat luchadors, which forced him to Mexico on this quest to learn the lucha libre style, which led him down into this downward spiral that all started over the fact that he couldn't win the Intercontinental Championship. Can Chad Gable rewrite this novel here tonight?
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable's wife, his kids in the front row, told me earlier today his mom and dad, his brother and sister, his nephews, his in-laws are all here tonight to watch Chad Gable attempt to win his first singles championship in WWE. Well, he brought the Danhausen-mobile. That's a start.
Yeah, straight out of Wacky Races. Hopefully he turns it around and sends it straight back there.
Danhausen told me earlier today that his tights were to honor the great Bret Hart, one of SummerSlam's great performers.
And his opponent from 1311 Mockingbird Lane. He's very nice, very evil, Danhausen. The following contest is a human monies on a pole match. Introducing first from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Triple A Mega Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
This match should be right up his alley. He looks like a bank robber.
You can't rob what is already yours. That is Dom's cash sitting above the ring.
All hail the queen.
from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Looking to win her 15th World Championship here tonight.
Lash Legend. Lash out.
Next, from Atlanta, Georgia, Lash Legend.
Her first SummerSlam, her first ladder match. The powerhouse, Lash Legend, entering the fray. Now remember the rules. The interim championship's hanging above the ring. You have to climb a ladder, and the first person to retrieve the title will become the interim champion.
Yeah, well, Lash Legend has that huge frame, former basketball star, and you'd think someone with those long legs may be able to scale a ladder faster than most.
Pledge your allegiance to Chelsea Green.
From Victoria, BC, Chelsea Green.
Interesting story with Chelsea. Her mother, her father, and her sister are here tonight. She had invited 8 girlfriends from Canada to come down to SummerSlam, and just Chelsea's luck, they couldn't make it because there's an airline on strike in Canada. So Chelsea Green, something always happens to this young woman.
A storm is coming.
Next, from Vero Beach, Florida, Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill with her gear paying homage to the late, great Prince. She's a huge fan of Prince, of course, he being from Minneapolis. Jade Cargill enters a ladder match for the very first time in her career, looking to once again become WWE champion.
Yeah, looking to start her own purple reign as the interim champ here in the women's division. There it is.
It's Tiffy time!
The following contest is a ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first from Briar Lake, Minnesota. She is the Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the self-proclaimed best man to ever breathe, Lil Yachty.
That's right, baby! Minnesota, what's the deal? Check it out, baby. I'm gonna keep it real. All right, look. I ain't gonna take up too much time. Look, I'm sending somebody 6'5", 250 pounds your way. All right? Make some noise for my dog, Trick Willie!
Williams won the United States Championship from Sami Zayn back at WrestleMania. He enters his first SummerSlam tonight.
I caused the pain. I caused the pain. Turn blood to rain. Make heroes fall. Now say my name. I caused the pain.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the United States Championship. Introducing the challenger from Kansas City, weighing in at 285 pounds, Baron Corbin.
This is a much different Baron Corbin.
I didn't say I was only adding one more participant to this match. See, I made a second executive decision, and that was to make this a fatal four-way match for the #1 contendership, which means we need one more participant.
Oh my God!
What the hell, Cole?
Kevin Owens!
I thought he had a broken neck. I thought his career was in jeopardy.
Obviously, Sami Zayn did too. He looks like he's seen a ghost. This place has come unglued. Kevin Owens was last in the ring 17 months ago in an unsanctioned street fight against Sami Zayn.
What? Oh my word.
Gunther saying, finally, Aldis, you did something for me.
Well, hold on a damn second. Sami Zayn has only ever asked for a fair shot. He was supposed to be in a one-on-one matchup for the #1 contendership against Finn Balor, and once again, mismanagement has screwed over Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is throwing a fit in the ring, but
And you can't blame him.
what about Finn Balor?
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami
talked about Finn Balor hoping to win his first championship in a decade. Sami Zayn looking for an opportunity to regain the WWE Championship he lost back in July. Tonight, he goes one-on-one with Balor. #1 contenders match. If he wins the thing, can he just shut up already with all the complaints and excuses?
Michael Cole immediately castigating poor Sami Zayn, who has been victim of numerous conspiracies against him.
The following contest is an undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders match. Introducing first from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
10 years ago, at SummerSlam, Finn Balor would win the inaugural Universal Championship. But he was injured in that match. He was forced to relinquish the title one night later.